Hi guys, your Friendtor Gopika is here, and in this video we will start with the chapter Financial Planning, which is the fourth chapter from your Maths part 1. Okay, so this is an introductory video. Actually, Vaishali ma'am has already started with the chapter and she had completed almost 4.1 exercise. Okay, but however the rest part of the chapter I'll be doing. So first two videos I'll discuss the introductory part of the chapter and few examples, and 4.1 I won't be doing since Vaishali ma'am has already completed it. And after the first two videos we will continue with the next topic, that is the trading chain. Okay, so tax, GST in different steps of trading chain. Okay, so before that let's do the introduction. Okay, so goods and service tax. If you see, there are a lot of different types of taxes which are shown over here. And once GST was introduced, GST's full form is goods and service tax, all these taxes came under one name which is called as GST. Okay, all these different types, excise duty, service tax, custom duty, it is all regarding the goods and services, tax levied on several goods and services. VAT, luxury tax, entertainment tax, octroi, CST, countervailing duty, and special additional duty. Okay, all these steps were different types of taxes levied on different types of goods, purchase of goods and services. Okay, now all this thing came under one name or one common name which is called as GST once it was introduced. So all these different types of taxes came under one name, that is GST. Okay, so let's know more about it. Okay, so this is an example or a sample of tax invoice which is already given in your textbook. So looking at it, we will understand few terms which are there in a tax invoice. Tax invoice is something which you get like a bill or something which you get when you purchase a good or a service. You will get a invoice. Okay, now this is a tax invoice wherein they are showing what is the percentage of tax on each commodity that is purchased, and what is the CGST and what is the SGST. Now here if you see, there are two sections, CGST and SGST, and then what is the total amount paid by the one who is purchasing it. Okay, so there are several terms which might be new for you, so one by one we will learn. First thing is, as I said, there are two components of GST. Okay, one is CGST and one is SGST. CGST means central GST and SGST means state GST. Okay, central GST is part of the tax which goes to the central government, and state GST or SGST is the part of the tax that goes to the state government. Okay, so there are two components to the GST. CGST is the central goods and service tax which is to be paid to the central government, whereas state GST is state goods and service tax which is to be paid to the state government. Okay, next comes the HSN. Here if you see, there is an HSN code shown. Now HSN code is harmonized system of nomenclature. Okay, so what is done under this is, all the types of product, they are named or they are given a code, and that naming process is called a harmonized system of nomenclature. Okay, under which every single product or commodity gets a code which is called as HSN code. Okay, so when I'm telling 2105, but that means I'm talking about some of the one of the ice creams. Okay, so each and every type of product is given a code, a unique code under this nomenclature. Okay, that is HSN. Next term is GSTIN. Here if you see in the right corner, upper right corner of the invoice, you can see something called as GSTIN. Okay, now this is goods and service tax identification number. Okay, so GSTIN is mandatory for the dealer whose annual turnover is in the previous financial year exceeds rupees 20 lakhs. Okay, so this GSTIN is mandatory for the dealer. Now dealer means whoever performs or whoever is a participant in the trade, the one who is selling the product or purchasing and selling the product. those people are called as dealers. Okay, now they have to they should have a GST identification number so that they can perform the trade or business. Okay, so any business holder or any dealer as such whose financial year earning, that is the previous financial year earning, exceeds 20 lakhs. Okay, whosoever earning exceeds 20 lakhs, they has to have GST IN or GST identification number. It's compulsory. Okay, now what it consists of? Now this thing is almost 15 alphanumerals. Okay, this GST identification number consists of 15 alphanumerals. So from that, the first two, you see the first two shows the or represents the state code. Now if you observe these digits, you will be able to find which state they to which state this particular trader or businessman or dealer is associated with, or he is registered under which state. That comes under, that will be recognized using the state code. Next, the following 10 alphanumerals are 10-digit PAN of the firm. PAN means permanent account number. Okay, a PAN card which any person can hold. Similarly, any firm or any trading organization or any dealer or whatever, any proprietary organization can hold a 10-digit PAN card. Okay, if they have bank account, obviously they can get PAN card also. They can get registered under that. So that PAN number will be the next, first after state code, the next 10 digits will be the PAN number of that firm, and finally the last three things will be one represents one registration and uniform for all by default. This Z is uniform for all, and the last thing is the check digit. Checksum digit confirms the validity of GSTIN when entered on GST portal. GST portal is a website of the government wherein the traders or the dealers get themselves registered. Okay, so when they are if they want to confirm the validity of the identification number, they can enter it in the GST portal, and using this number it will be checked, or it will be confirmed that the previous things are, or whatever the information given before this, these 14 numerals are correct or not. So this is a sort of a check digit. Okay, so that's it. Now we don't need to be very much worried about these terms. There are few things that you need to know to perform the calculations. So here let's see what are the things we can observe from the table and find. Okay, so first, if you see the first point, then they are asking you what is at the rate of 2.5%. So they are asking you the tax at the rate of 2.5% is. Now from the invoice, if you see from the in the first section itself, PEDA, where they are talking about the PEDA, its price is rupees 400 per kg, quantity is 500 gram, that's quantity purchased, taxable amount is 200, and next they have given CGST and SGST. So the tax on at the rate of 2.5% is rupees 5. Okay, so here you have to fill to be rupees 5, and SGST at the rate of dash is rupees 5. So SGST at the rate, okay, here they are asking CGST at the rate, now here they are asking SGST. So SGST at the rate of 2.5% is rupees 5. Okay, either ways they have asked the fill-ups. Next thing is, it means that, second point, it means that the rate of GST on PEDA is 2.5 plus 2.5, that is 5%, and hence the total GST is rupees 10. Okay, so if you see the first table, 2.5 plus 2.5, 5% is the total GST, and the total amount of GST is 5 plus 5, that is rupees 10. Next, now here if you observe, in all the cases, now in the second product where there is chocolate, CGST and SGST, both their percentage as well as amount is same, and in the third case also fourth case also and fifth case also. In all the cases, CGST is equal to SGST, and hence the amount is also equal, rate is also equal, and tax is also equal. Okay, now this is the observation you will require when we solve examples. Now, the rate of GST on chocolate is, which is given, 28%, because they are asking you the rate of GST. Just when they write GST, that means they are asking the total GST. You have to add CGST and SGST both together. So together it is 28%, and hence the total GST is rupees. So if you're adding these two, the amount also you can add, that is 11.20 plus 11.20, and that would be 28.40. Next, rate of GST on ice cream is, the rate of GST is 9 plus 9, that is 18%, and hence the total cost of ice cream is, total cost, not total tax, total cost they are asking, total cost is 236. Now, finally, on the butter, CGST rate is, so this is the final column. For butter, CGST is 6% and SGST is also 6%. So, GST rate will be 6 plus 6, that is 12%. So, observing the table, we got all the boxes filled. Okay, and we made a major observation that CGST is equal to SGST. Rate of CGST is equal to rate of SGST, and amount is also equal for any commodity or any case which they have considered. Okay, next, now this is for general knowledge. There are the items or the services can be listed in several ways. The first type is zero rated. Zero rated means GST is zero for those commodities. Okay, there is no tax on those commodities. So those type of the category 1 we have. First thing which we have in category 1 is essential commodities like food grains, fruits, vegetables, milk, salt, earthen pots, etc. So all this stuff mentioned over here, which is essential, which comes under the essential commodity category, all those things are zero rated, or they don't have any tax levied on them. They are tax free. Next, services. Under services there are charitable trust activities, transport of water, use of roads and bridges, public library, agriculture related services, and education and healthcare services. Now all these services also are zero rated. That means there is 0% GST on them, or there is no tax on them. Okay. Second category is the low rated ones, wherein only 5% is the GST. Rate of GST is just 5%. And under that you have commonly used items like LPG cylinder, tea, coffee, oil, honey, frozen vegetables, spices, sweets, etc. And services, railway transport services, bus transport services, taxi services, air transport, which is the economy class, and hotels providing food and beverages, etc. So all these things come under low rated type, that is only 5% GST on it. The third category is standard rated. In that standard rated there are two slabs, slab 1 and slab 2. Okay, so the first slab is 12% of GST. The rate of GST is 12%, and goods under these are consumer goods like butter, ghee, dry fruits, jam, jelly, sauces, pickles, mobile phone, etc. Services are printing job work, guest house, services related to construction business, and that's it. Next comes the standard rated second slab, which is 18% of GST. Okay, so now in this 18% category, most of the goods and services are included. Okay, so other than essential ones, majority of the goods and services are included in the standard rated slab 2. So in that, let's see, marble, granite, perfumes, metal items, computer, printer, monitor, CCTV, etc. comes under the standard rated goods. And in services you have courier services, outdoor catering, circus, drama, cinema, exhibitions, currency exchange, broker services, in share trading, etc. Okay, so all these things are just for general knowledge, but the aim of the chapter is to give you a basic knowledge about GST and the products and the rate of tax which is levied for different types of goods. So to going through these things is really important. Next, the fifth comes the highly rated. In highly rated, that means 28% GST. So the goods are luxury items, motorcycles and spare parts, luxury cars, pan masala, vacuum cleaner, dishwasher, AC, washing machine, fridge, tobacco products, aerated water, etc. So those carbonated drinks, that will come under aerated water, and all other things which are written here. And in the services, the 5-star hotel accommodation, amusement parks, water parks, theme parks, casino, race course, IPL games, air transport. And in air transport, the economy class is low rated, however the business class is highly rated. Okay, so all these things come under the highly rated category. So finally I will end this video, but the 2 or 3 major observations that we need to make is, because these things are the things which we are going to use while solving the problems, rest things were just for general knowledge. So those 3 things are, first thing, value of goods on which GST is levied is called taxable value. Next, total value or invoice value is the value with GST. So taxable value means on that you can levy the GST. It is not yet levied. Okay, in that GST is not included. Taxable value means on that if you put rate of GST, then you will get the amount of GST, and then that you can add to the taxable value to get the total cost of the product. So taxable value means it is taxable, on that you can apply the tax. Total value or invoice value means already tax is applied and it is added in the amount. In this total value or in the invoice value, that means the GST is included in the amount. If not mentioned, that means in the question if it is not mentioned, then we can take the selling prices as taxable price. So in the question, if they are not mentioning anything about if GST is included or not included, that means we will consider that the tax is not included and the prices which are given are taxable prices. And finally, remember that in tax invoice, CGST amount is always equal to SGST amount. Okay, so the central GST and the state GST both are equal in amount. Okay, always. So these 3 points are the important things that we need to observe and remember, so that we can solve the applications of GST. Okay, so that's all with the video. So please follow us on Instagram and post your queries. We will respond to you as soon as possible. And please like the video, and if you like it, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe the channel. And that's it. So see you soon with few applications of your examples of the introduction part of GST. Stay tuned.